What up? It's your boy MK with a new unboxing video. Firstly, it's been a while since I posted anything. I am okay, I'm fine. I do apologize for not getting any new videos in some time, but that's why I'm so happy that we got this Ninja Turtle set here, which I have to give a shout out to our man Ryan. I didn't even know this set was out. Ryan hit me up and he said, you know the Turtle set is at our store today, right? And I was like, thanks for letting me know. And I ran over there as fast as I could, picked up this, got the token pack as well, because I love getting all the tokens, all the dice. So we're going to open up this box, but I do got to give you guys a quick heads up. This is my second attempt at shooting this video. I got halfway through unboxing it, and then technical difficulty. So I'm going to show you all those figures at the end of the video, but the one thing that makes this video a little bit different, a little special, I got a special guest with me today. Everybody give it up. Make some noise for my son, D'Angelo's here to help us.
Hello!
So, he's super excited to help me do this unboxing video. So, you know, Ninja Turtles is not just my love, my passion. I made sure my son grew up right, knows about the Turtles. Check his shirt out. You want to show him your shirt with the Turtles on it?
Turtles on my shirt.
So, this is a big deal for us, especially for me to be doing a video with my son. So, I hope you guys enjoy it. There's still a lot of figures in here. Some figures that I'm looking for, you know, I really didn't look at too many spoilers. So, based on just what I've seen, I know there's a super rare Mikey sculpt that I really want. In terms of the chases, I've seen one of the chases at my store. It's a Bloboid. So, I'm hoping that I get a chase myself. Because if you remember my first brick, I didn't get a chase last time. Not a huge deal, you know. I'm just excited for whatever I get in this box. So, without further ado, you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead. We'll crack these open. And you know how to do it. You just grab with the little circle and you pull it down. That'll be yours.
Yep.
And this will be mine.
What did we get?
What we got here?
Oh, we got a Mikey. Oh, Raphael.
Got a Raphael from the cartoon series.
Cool.
And we got a really cool looking
Ooh.
foot soldier.
This time you're lucky.
Yeah, we got the foot soldier with the twin katanas. So we'll put that right there.
And this guy's cool. We should put him up.
Yep. We got Raphael from the old school cartoon. This is the cartoon that I grew up watching. So, you know, I'm going to try to do something different too as well. I'm going to try to just show you the sculpts up front as soon as we open them, as opposed to doing a second follow-up video. It's been just a little difficult doing that for my Spider-Man set, so I'm going to try to do it this way. Let me know in the comments if you like this better, if you still want to see a second video with a little close-up shots of the figures. So that's Raphael, and we have the twin katana foot soldier. I like that. In the last set, we got a lot of the foot soldiers who were the robots from the old school cartoon, but these are the human foot soldiers. It looks like a lot of them have the 500 years of foot tradition move special, which is Foot Ninja can use sidestep and stealth, and he ignores hindering for movement, so that's great. You sidestep into some stealth,
Yep.
He sits there, and then he comes out attacking next turn. And he also has the Foot Ninja can use blades, claws, fangs, and when he does, he can roll 2 dice and choose 1 as the result. So that's pretty cool. In terms of Raphael, he got cool but crude as a trait. He can use Battle Fury and Shape Change, and then he can use, as an attack special, Blades, Claws, Fangs, and adjacent characters can't use Blades, Claws, Fangs, which is pretty cool. Because remember in the last set, a lot of the foot soldiers who shared the same weapon types, they shared the same special powers as the Turtles. So this one's going to keep that from happening, which I like a lot.
Okay.
So that's yours. And this one is
And
mine.
this one is a foot soldier. Oh, no.
No, that's not a foot soldier. Who's that?
Oh, it's another Ninja Turtle. It's another Ninja Turtle in town.
Well, we both pulled Leonardo's, which is awesome because he
Yeah, but
pulled
that
the rare
one's
one.
darker.
And
so one's
slide these back
darker.
here. Let's see.
One's darker and one's lighter.
Put them right there. We have the turtle from the cartoon from back in the day. And we have this really awesome looking Leonardo sculpt.
Yep, it's darker than
Yeah, he's got
the other one.
The dark blue. Top dial is a 11 attack blades, 18 defend, which is great. Charge, and then a damage special. So we'll put him
And that
there.
one's down to tolerate.
Nope, these are both Leonardo. We got the cartoon version
the
here.
dark Leonardo almost looks like Donatello.
He does a little bit. He does look a little purplish. Let's see what his abilities are. So as a trait, he can use stealth and toughness. And as a damage ability, he can use leadership, of course. And when he does, increase the result by 1 for each adjacent friendly character with the TMNT keyword. So he has an 18 defend. You're going to put him right next to 3 other turtles and then roll your leadership. You're almost guaranteed to get your leadership rolls. Or, of course, you put him in the middle, surround him with allies as well as his brothers, because it just says they have to have the, it has to be the TMNT keyword. So, at most, I think you might be able to throw in a Splinter as well. I see his leadership working almost all the time. The cartoon, funny-looking Leonardo, he leads as his trait. Leonardo leads. He can use leadership, and when he does and succeeds, modify the defense of 1 friendly character with the TMNT keyword by +1 to your next turn, which is pretty cool. Not as good as that rare Leonardo's leadership, because that one's almost guaranteed to work. This one, if it does work, it helps your team out. And then as an attack special, he can use Blade Claw's Fangs. You roll 2d6 instead of 1 and choose the higher result. So far, that's probably my favorite figure that I pulled. That Leonardo looks really cool.
Far, we got so many good people.
Well, let's see what we got here. You open this one, open this one. And
I got another turtle, Mikey.
He's got the cartoon Mikey, and I got Rennet Tilly.
And they both got cards.
So let's go ahead and we'll take down the Leo duo. We'll put that here. We'll put that here.
Yep. And let's put him and the Mikey up.
There you go.
There.
Rennet Tilly and Michael. Let's put Mikey here.
So far, we still got so many good people.
Now, the good thing, too, with this set, if you remember, Rennet Tilly was actually in the previous set as well. I didn't pull her in the previous set, so it's kind of cool that I got her now. I guess, with the Turtles lore, there's only so many figures they could have done. So you're going to see some repeat characters from the last set. But the cool thing is, the sculpts are different and the source material is different. So this is the Rennet Tilly from the original 1984 comic book. Yep, and then we got the Michelangelo. We'll put him here. Mikey's got the trait. He's a party dude. When Michelangelo or another friendly character with the TMNT keyword makes an attack rolls of 11 are also critical hits. So he makes it a little easier to crit. And he has, as an attack special, as a move special, he can use hypersonic speed if he's indoors. If he's outdoors, he can use sidestep. And it's called sewer skating. So that's a pretty cool Mikey. I love getting the old school cartoon Turtles with the cartoony looks. Rennet Tilly, in the last set, she was a big probber. So this time, she can use phasing, teleport, and sidestep as a move special, and she can use carry up to 4 characters when she does, and then her damage special, she can use probability control regardless of range and line of fire. So that's pretty good. I mean, she's giving the Turtles what they need, which is a source of transport. So the fact that she can phase carry 4, she's bringing all of the Turtles with her, and then the prob regardless of range and line of fire. You know, that's a great support piece to have on any team, especially a team of Ninja Turtles. So, happy I got her. And again, her keywords, ally, future, and past.
And so all those people are good up there.
Besides the 1 foot soldier. What we got in there? We still got a couple more in there. So, and Rennet Tilly was a super rare. So she's the first super rare that I pulled. What do you got there? Alright, so...
You got a dinosaur person.
And you got, is this Karai? It is. That's pretty awesome. So we got a Karai with a bow and arrow.
Yep. He looks cool.
Well, so Karai, she has as a trait, Leonardo, my rival, a unique modifier. When she's adjacent to a friendly character named Leonardo, modify their attack values by +1. So that's cool, because in the last set, you had a partner for Mikey with Leatherhead. You had a partner for Raph with Casey Jones. So I'm happy to see that Karai works with Leo. And then she actually has a stop click halfway through her dial. She can use Close Combat Expert, and once per game, give her a free action to make a range attack. If she hits, instead of normal damage, deal the hit target penetrating damage equal to your attack total minus the target's defense, minimum 1. That's crazy. That's that's really good. She has the Foot Clan, Tmnt ally, and martial artist as keywords. So I'm happy to get a Karai, because we didn't have a Karai in the last set. And then also, while we both laughed, now, I remember these guys vaguely from the cartoon, but I definitely remember the toys of them. I got a Triceraton. So I'm assuming that these are going to be generics of this set. He's got Foot Soldier, Triceraton, and TMNT Villain as keywords. And as a defense, he has a special defense where he can use Toughness and takes a maximum of 2 damage from attacks. So with 5 clicks, that special Toughness where he takes a maximum 2 for his first 3 clicks, not too shabby. He does have Running Shot, top click, and then no movement attack until click 4, which is Charge. So I think to fill in a TMNT villain team might be pretty decent. But let's see. So far, my favorite, that Leonardo, and also the Rennet Tilly. We got anything else in here? We got any more? Of course we do.
Yep, we do.
There's one for you, and one for me. So I'm assuming there's probably another super rare in here. I'm assuming there's a chase in here.
We got a cool one.
Now this is one figure I have seen spoiled, and I don't really know who she is. This is Irma, who is a TMNT ally.
Seems cool.
She actually looks like one of my friends that I know.
Yep, she looks cool and funny.
So we got Irma. If she played at multiple point levels, 60 or 25. If she's 25, she's KO'd. Then she crosses the first line. 60, she gets a little more life. But the important thing is, so it says Hidden Krang Subprime. It's a stop click halfway through her dial. She can use Invulnerability, and Irma can use Perplex and doesn't block friendly characters' line of fire. So you put her in front of everyone else so that she can Perplex and have people just shooting past her. Hopefully she gets hit because she hits that stop click when she kind of goes into beast mode. So that's Irma. She's got Robot, Spy, Utrom. I just said Ultron. I was like, what? She's an Ultron robot? What is this crossover? TMT ally, TMT villain. So that's Irma. Here you go. That's going to be for you. Oh, and what I pulled, it was just another Mikey. So that's my first dupe so far is cartoon.
Oh, and I got a Shredder, which is really cool.
Let me see here. Oh, yeah. That's really cool.
Yep, he's so cool.
So this is not your regular Shredder. This is...
Yep, he's a new Shredder that none of us have never saw.
Yeah, this is actually the Shredder from the 1984 comic. So this is the original. So this Shredder, I'm not too familiar with. I'm pretty sure in the throwback comic back in the day, Shredder didn't last very long compared to the cartoon. I'm pretty sure he died fairly early in the comics.
Yep, because one time he fell off a roof.
In the movie, yeah. Well, this Shredder
was still alive.
He can use, as a trait, a Thermite Grenade. When he is KO'd from an attack, you deal 3 penetrating damage to all characters within 3 range. You deal 3 penetrating damage to all characters within 3 squares and on the same elevation of the square he last occupied. So it's kind of like as he dies, he explodes. If he's surrounded by a bunch of turtles, that's going to be amazing. He's only 5 clicks deep for 50 points, so that's not too shabby. He's pretty cheap. He modifies his defense by +1 for each opposing character within 3 squares. So this is definitely someone you're going to want to be shooting at. You do not want to base this Shredder. And then lastly, as a damage special, he can use Leadership. When he does and succeeds, instead of removing one action token, remove an action token from up to 2 adjacent friendly characters with the Foot Clan keyword, regardless of point value. So that's a pretty decent leadership ability there. But really, that scope is what I like. And he is unique because that Thermite Grenade That's going to be pretty devastating against the right type of teams.
So
anything
everybody
else?
there looks so cool.
All right, so that is everything that we pulled from this box. The box is now empty. I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of the figures that we pulled the first time before the video accidentally got ruined. So what we have here is, I'm just going to do these one at a time. So we have Alopex first, which is a character I never heard of. Here, have a seat. Alopex, a character I've never heard of, but apparently it's a female character. Let me see if I can find her card here. So Alopex, she has the Foot Clan keyword, ally, villain, animal, and martial arts. She can use as a move special, sidestep, and stealth. And when she attacks an opposing character that isn't on its highest point value, that isn't the highest point value on its force, modify her attack by +1. So that's good. She's not who you send after the big boss. She's who you send after all the little henchmen. So that's pretty decent. And she has a damage ability where when she hits an opposing character with a close attack and the damage dealt is reduced, modify that character's attack value by -2 until your next turn. And it says your armor makes you weak. So that's pretty decent. She's 5 clicks for 50 points, which looks like it's kind of a trend in this set. Someone else I want to show you. So we did get Cartoon Donnie as well. So I have all 4 of the Cartoon Ninja Turtles. We got the Leonardo.
So we got all of the turtles, which is really cool. Michelangelo.
We got the
Raphael.
Sorry, fingers on the weight. And then, so Raphael has a trait where he's cool but crude. Of course, Raphael is crude but rude. He can use Battle Fury and Shape Change as a trait, and then Lock Blades. Raphael can use Blades, Claws, Fangs. Adjacent opposing characters can't use Blades, Claws, Fangs.
So I like that seems cool.
Next, I want to go ahead and show you guys the
April
O'Neil with the yellow suit.
Yep, she looks really cool. She looks like the color of the rainbow.
Sit down, your head's getting cut off at the top. So, if you remember in my first video, we had the April with the brown suit, and I was like, oh, that's cool, but I want the April I remember. So seeing her in the box was awesome, and then pulling her was even better. With April, it seems like she serves one purpose, a very specific purpose. April has a attack special where at the beginning of your turn, you may choose an opposing character within 4 squares in line of fire. Until your next turn, that character subtracts 2 from its breakaway rolls. She has Reporter. She has Tmnt ally. I really like Reporter. I think that's going to be, throw her with Superman and a Superior Spider-Man, or maybe that black suit Spidey. It's going to be a pretty good Reporter team. But the way she works here, you pretty much want to tie someone up with your best figure, and then April keeps them there. So that's pretty cool. We'll put April right here next to the Turtles.
Yep.
Something that's really cool as well. So Bebop and Rocksteady were both in this set. And I pulled Bebop, but not Rocksteady. So that's a little bit sad.
Yeah, that's a little bit sad. But maybe the next time Rocksteady will be in that box.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably still going to buy a couple more boosters. Not another brick, but hopefully I do pull a Rocksteady down the line. Bebop was one of the figures spoiled by WizKids. So we'll move right along. Someone who I was surprised to see was this Squirreloid thing.
Yep, Squirreloid.
Squirrelanoid. Yeah, I had no idea who this is. Keywords, of course, monster, because he looks like a monster.
Yep, he looks like a monster. And he doesn't even look like a squirrel.
But he does have the animal keyword and Tmnt villain. But what makes him cool is that he can use Charge, Flurry, and Stealth. I'm assuming that this is a generic. It's 60 points, 6 clicks. Yeah, it's Squirrelanoid. There's always got to be that one figure in each set. And he was the uncommon. Let me see really quickly. In terms of what I pulled, so I see the one rare Leo. I see the one super rare with Rennet Tilly. It looks like Karai was also a rare. And it looks like Alopex was also a rare. And then another rare was, who do you want to show? No, we already did that one. You got that right there. So, Rat King was another rare that I had pulled, but this Rat King looks nothing like the Rat King that I remember. And I think reason being is because he's the original Rat King.
Okay, can I do the next one?
I'm sorry. This is Rat King from the 2011 comic series. He has a trait where you can give Rat King a free action if he occupies hindering terrain and place him in another square of hindering terrain within 6 squares. So there's a lot of good people doing that. It's kind of like the Out of the Shadows Batman move, but they gave it to Rat King now. He can use as a move special Stealth, and he can use Mind Control as if he had a range of 6. And when he does,
that's actually really cool that he can mind control.
Yeah, Mind Control with a range of 6. And when he does, he ignores everything: elevation, hindering, blocking, and characters. So that's great. And then Rat King can use Perplex and Prob. So, in terms of keywords, we got the villain, animal, deity, monsters, and mystical. I like that he's got mystical, and he's also a mystic. So that's really, you know, I'm unfamiliar with this version of the character, but he seems pretty good. And he was also a rare.
And we also had 2 Mikeys.
And then also the foot soldier. So, the really cool foot soldiers, I'll show them off. We had this one with the shurikens. We had the one I showed you earlier with the double katanas. We had this one with the 3-segment staff.
Yeah. We got another one.
A second one with a 3-segment staff.
Yep.
And lastly, this one who had Qatar. Which,
yep. So that's really cool.
The funny thing is, when I was a kid, when we would get the Ninja Turtles, they would always come with the guitar as one of the weapons included with their normal weapons. Me and my brother had no idea what those were, so we used to think they were pizza slices, and they were fighting with pizza slices. But that's the guitar. So I got 5 foot soldiers, all commons.
Yep.
The only repeat was that Mikey.
There's
here.
2 Mikeys.
We got this Casey Jones.
And there's also 2 Mikeys we didn't show you. Didn't show you the other Mikey because he looks exactly like the same.
This is actually Casey from the 87 series. He has a damage special. Nothing too crazy. Give him a free action and choose close combat expert or range combat expert. So I guess he's more of a utility piece. He's 60 points. I think the Casey from set 1 was a lot cheaper. He's 5 clicks and he sidesteps, alternating between combat reflexes and energy shield every other click. So, you know, I'll try him just to see how he works, but I think I might like the old Raph much better. And then lastly, we have the Fugitoid. Now, this is the Fugitoid from the original comic book. Again, I didn't recognize the character when I had him in my first set, but I've become more familiar with him. This Fugitoid, what he does differently than the previous one. Let me see if I can get his card really quickly. So, he can use as a trait, energy shield, and stealth. And when an attack misses him, after action's resolved, you can place him up to 3 squares away from his current square. So it's like, you're going to miss him because he's got energy shield and a 17. So he's a 19 from range if you can break through stealth. And if you miss him, he poofs away, which is pretty cool. And then also, Fugitoid can use phasing teleport with a speed of 12. When he does, he can carry up to 4 characters, but only those who share a keyword with them. So he can carry either 4 scientists, robots, or TMNT allies. So if you're not using Rennet Tilly, which I probably would most of the time, I mean, I'm banking on if you didn't pull Rennet Tilly, you would go with Fugitoid as your transport. But I'm going to use Rennet Tilly, obviously. So this is my whole pull. Pretty good in terms, because again, I didn't know what to expect. The Karai was pretty awesome. The Rennet Tilly, the rare Leonardo looks really awesome.
all of the foot soldiers.
Yeah, all the foot
really
soldiers.
Cool.
The original lineup of the Turtles from the cartoon.
And the Shredder.
Yeah, I would say it turned out pretty good. Again, no chase, so I just don't know what my chances are with chases in these bricks. But besides that, you know, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, my special guest, D'Angelo, who was very excited to help me make this video. But besides that, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm MK. You guys be cool. Peace.
Bye.